Go over there. Man, what's up? I'm dying in the background over here. Yeah, glad to be back. Whew. Gosh. Okay. So, tomorrow I will not be doing Final Fantasy XIV. I'll be talking about this as we roll into things, but it's better to talk about it at the beginning, right off the bat. Tomorrow, I won't be doing Final Fantasy XIV, nor will I until probably after the weekend, honestly, maybe Monday, maybe even Sunday. Sunday, I might actually come back to it, but I will be streaming. I will be on. I'll be doing some Days Gone. Tomorrow at 12 a.m., basically. Not tonight, but tomorrow at 12 a.m. You know, it's basically when Friday strikes. That's when Days Gone will be out. And again, I'll be doing that in place of Final Fantasy XIV. Maybe even on Saturday, I'll be back on 14 as well. One, I don't know how long Days Gone is. I'm sure it'll be pretty lengthy, not too bad. But there's not really a whole lot going down here in 14, so like the next couple of days, I don't really see much of a point really logging in for that. But I mean, there's obviously a point. There's a lot of stuff that I could do in this game. But it's sometimes nice to switch it up. So yeah, Days Gone, for sure tomorrow and Friday. We'll be streaming that, and also, this weekend I'm going to really try to get as much 14 in as possible when I can. It just really depends on my work schedule. And, onward with tonight. I'm going to try to do some Seiryu stuff. Man, I hope it goes well. Also, I'm going to be kind of like chatting it up. Something really cool happened this morning, I guess you could say. The Persona 5 Royal was officially announced, which we already knew, but now we got a release date and a trailer, which is pretty sick. We know a little bit more about the game, which is also pretty cool. So I'm excited about that, and really excited about getting some stuff just here in the future. Just in there, man. It's kind of crazy. Do hope everything goes well today with actually trying to run stuff. I'm gonna look and see if there's like a Seiryu party already going on. It's so weird that it's not high in duty now. There's a lot more people doing the Great Hunt though. That makes me happy. Loot, duty complete, know the thought. Oh, Marcus. I love your enthusiasm. I need to get back in there. I thought about, like, trying to get something maybe going today. Or get blacklisted. Oh, man, that sounds spicy. 2 black mage. How about a summoner? Oh no, they have it. It has to be melee. Oh well. I'll get my own going. Actually, I didn't even look at all of my soul. Byaku. Mira needs to be in that. Yeah, let's just get my own going. Minato! Ah! I'm done. For real, like, pollen in my area is so bad right now. It's really starting to calm down, which is weird that it would affect me now, but it definitely is. But Minato, Steven, glad both of you could be here tonight. How are both of you? Hopefully you're doing pretty good. And, Minato, how about that Persona 5 Royal stuff? I'm excited. Like, I've literally wanted to get back to playing that game. It's so long. It's hard to make time for, but having already streamed the original Persona 5, it only makes sense to play through the Royal. Especially with new content, new characters, heavily hinted at, like, new Persona. There's a new confidant. And, like, even more things to actually kind of fill the day. I just hope they actually, they fix, like, a time thing. It's all that I really hope. Like, towards the end of the game, you really start getting a lot more cutscenes and a lot more story and a lot less, what's the best way to put it? A lot less time to do things to try to make your character stats go up. It's like the biggest enemy in the game itself, just like Tom. I almost put Tom. Tom. You're okay? Trying to figure out where the fuck to move the coolant in your PC. Going to get it, even though it's cheaper if you own the game already. Really? Are they gonna release like a DLC for it? That'd be pretty cool. But I would still, I don't know. Actually was lucky enough, like when I pre-ordered Persona 5, I'm one of those last minute pre-order people. Like I can't jump on it right off the bat. I never see the point. So I like last minute pre-order things, and I'm always that random guy that like pre-ordered like a week in advance, maybe, or just like the day before. I'm pretty bad about it. And I love to get the cool little things sometimes you get with pre-ordering. Like when I got Persona 5, I actually pre-ordered it from GameStop because I heard you could get the Steelbook edition. So I did, naturally. That Steelbook's fucking amazing. No good place for it in this case. Oh, man. Huh. Maybe. I mean, getting a new case seems like the thing to do, but maybe, if you're trying to save money, it's a streamer thing. We're always trying to save money. Maybe you can modify it somehow. Like, that sounds crazy, but at the same time, it really doesn't. You know, it's a little modification here and there, something that'll work and something that doesn't make it dangerous. You know, you obviously, I'm not sure what kind of coolant. It may be like a water coolant system. That's a really popular thing right now, and you definitely don't want water going in the wrong places in a PC. Of course you will. Oh, you hope it's cheaper? You don't want to have to pay 60 again? I feel ya. We'll see. 2 Black Mage. I like how it did the Swift cast, but it didn't count free. It made him go that full... the full amount. Oh yeah. I know what I'm doing. Really, I'm excited that there's more story added to it. Like, I watched a breakdown video. Like, I read a lot on it today, too. But we all know about the same thing, maybe a little bit more than others that was, like, watching the stream and stuff like that. Or the concert, whatever. But, I think it's cooler then it's going to be longer. I remember one of the things I talked about today, it took somebody about 120 hours. I can't even remember how long it took me. But I actually felt like I went through it relatively quick. But they were saying like there could be like up to 150 hours of content. And that's not, you know, counting the New Game Plus or anything, like just like 150 hours. That scares some people, but for me, I'm like, damn, let's dig deep. Let's do it. Where it is at the moment is where the venting is, but can't put both fans on it there. Very little, no venting. Damn. The lose-lose situation, yeah. I hope it doesn't run hot on you, as that, like, ugh. I mean, surely like a case would be probably like one of the cheapest part of like building a tower. Yeah? I mean, I really don't know. So, like, I really couldn't even tell you any process right off the bat. I mean, that's the cool thing about the internet, though. I mean, super easy to find, but, shit, man. I hope you figure it out. The female character looks interesting. You hate the Phantom Thieves. Join the Phantom Thieves. Yeah, that's something I've been wondering. Like, is she gonna be like... What if she's just another Goro Akechi? Like, I mean... If she's just another Akechi, that's kind of something I've been thinking about today. Like, it kind of bothered me a little bit. I mean, to me, it really just... I don't know. I'm sure the game will be great. I shouldn't even worry about it. There's just some things that I wonder when game devs like make up their decision to go a certain route with a character. I know not to do this one, but I'm gonna do it because I feel like it might have some good luck, and I might just be wrong. Totally should have listened to myself. Another 119. Ah, 72. Not a great knot for the MGP. What's today? Today's Wednesday. Nothing happens here on Wednesday. Actually, oh, it's still Wednesday. I can say that. I'm gonna stick around. I got no reason and nothing else going on other than this party fonder. So what are you doing, Monado? You want to get in on this? Understand if not, we've ran Seiryu a lot. Like, I even know. Like, we've ran it a lot. Depends on the case, to be honest. You've seen a few that were like wow. $500 to $600. That is intense. Let's see. Let's use Amazon Prime for a minute. Why not? Oh, well, it's not too bad on Amazon. I mean, it's just the case, yeah. But here's one. But, actually, no, never mind. It wouldn't work out for you. I mean, it actually probably would. It's like 50 bucks. But it's already got, like, a coolant system pre-installed, so it kind of, like, doesn't really help anything. I guess it would only initially create another problem. But yeah, I see these processes you're talking about. There's some pretty fucking sick ones on here. Wow, this one's like 1,600 bucks, but it comes with a bunch of shit. Never mind, that is not just a case. That is a nice piece of work. Oof. I gotta get off Amazon. This is a bad place for me right now. I even fucked up the camera by getting too close. Amazon, honestly, is a gift and a curse. I don't care what anybody says, and it's only getting better and worse. Exactly. Like, that's not even meant to sound like a ROM or a jingle from like back in the day that some old lady in the street corner would like jingle over at children. That's legit. Gift and a curse, and it's only getting better and worse. Like, straight up. And I only say that because think of how fucking convenient it is to buy shit now. Like, if you just want to be like, eh, well, it's probably on Amazon. I can get like 2 days. Or if you're just, you know, I'm just thinking prom, like me, it's like 2-day shipping, whatever. A lot of people like it, you know, the next day. There's a lot of Amazon, like, facilities out there. You can probably get it the next day. Easily. Not to mention, Amazon also has so many fucking services. Like, with Amazon Prime, you can even... I'm not even trying to promote Prime out here, but I'm just saying, you can subscribe to your favorite Twitch person. You can watch shit on Amazon Prime. It's very similar to the Hulu selection. I'll be very blunt. If you got Hulu, Amazon Prime, as far as the, like, viewing selection, it's decent. But it's very close to the selection of Hulu. Just saying. I've got both, so, like, I see it and I'm just like, it's there. Sometimes they got some really cool movies on there that, aren't on anything, randomly. Use Newegg. Newegg, I feel ya. Eaten by reality, yeah. This camera, it's kind of getting old, I'll be honest with you. I need to work on replacing it, but again, I'm a streamer, and this shit, I just try to save money. That way I can keep it up, really. But I feel you. Newegg, though, I've never really used Newegg. Back in your day, we had eBay. eBay, true. I'm not a fan of eBay. I can't trust it. I feel like eBay is like Craigslist. It's like that place you go where 3 things happen. You get your product, the good side, but then there's the 2 bad sides. You don't get your product, or you get your identity stolen. I don't really know of anybody that's happened to. It sounds like something that might happen. Bought actual shit in the PS3 box. I didn't read that last part. Oh, man. Why am I here? But yeah, I just can't trust eBay. Like, the latter part of your sentence there is the reason why. Or another reason, like, oh man, like, one of my favorite... if you've watched my streams for a while, you already, if not, haven't just figured out by being here that I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. So, I'm a huge Final Fantasy, like, merchandise fan as well. I've got quite a few of the figures. So, one of them that I have, and it's one of my favorite, but it's also one of my most hated, because, like, my actual favorite that I've got is my Barret. Great condition, ordered it off Amazon. A place was having a closeout sale in a warehouse, and it happened to be there at that time, and I got it for a steal, like 40 bucks. That's really good, like really good if you know, like, Play Arts, especially the Play Arts Kai figures, like they're to the T. Well, got it for like 40 bucks. Well, it's not the cheapest good deal I've ever got. I've got another one, it's my Sephiroth. And let me tell you, it was the coolest deal ever. Only paid $17 for the Sephiroth figure. The figure itself is in fantastic fucking like condition. It was on display at a comic shop. The comic shop put out of business. They were just trying to make a few bucks off the things that they had still in their inventory and their stock. One of the things they had was the display of Sephiroth. When I got this thing, like, I'm kind of like old school. I don't really ever take them out of the box. But this box looked like they let a child open it on Christmas morning. And then, like, obviously, the postal service didn't give a fuck either. Not to mention, this thing was wrapped in a bunch of sketchy-looking newspaper. It was a weird thing, but it was a fucking fantastic deal. But I'm still pissed about that box. And that was the last time I shopped at eBay. It upset me that bad, I was like, I am never eBaying again. What's up, Chaz? We're like 24 hours away from Days Gone. Are you ready for it? I'm ready, Chaz. Should check out Newegg when you get a chance. They sell a lot of gaming stuff. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I'm always down for broadening my gaming horizons when it comes to like buying merchandise. Or gear. Hardware, software. Does it come with mommy issues for that process? Honestly, that is a steal. Usually, a good Play Arts COD figure usually ranges from its popularity somewhere between 70 and like upwards of like 150 bucks. I think the actual current Cloud Strife and Fenrir set that you can get, and it, you know, it's Play Arts COD Square Enix official. I think it's around 300 bucks. Very pricey. I mean, it's classic Square Enix though. Like they do it honestly because, let's be real, not a lot of people collect that stuff, so they can't really make that many in like quantity, especially at the quality that they're putting them out in. It's nice. Like, wow, the work, the features, they've got even like the wrinkles on the right places on the face. It is insane. But wow, it was such a steal. One of the happier days on Amazon, I guess you could say. Not one of my random days where I go spending way too much money. You know, that's a scary thing nowadays too. Like, not only is like, let's say Amazon really convenient as well, but there's like so many gaming places. I remember back when I first started Final Fantasy XIV, it wasn't really when I first started, it was kind of my peak of really getting into what the story really is. It was around when I was like level 49 or 50, about to start Heavensward. I actually had a gaming website come in touch with me, and they actually wanted me to advertise in, you know, down below and maybe on the channel that you could buy their games and really play up this gaming channel. And I was actually considering doing it. I was like, wow, this is like my first opportunity. And like what they would do was, I guess like so many shoutouts or something, I would get like a discount, and so many of you could get a discount there as well. Well, I kind of started looking into this place, and everything there would randomly be in another language that wouldn't be Japanese. It would be like German or sometimes Spanish. So that one already I was really skeptical about. I was like, this is weird. Some things were actually higher priced there than what they are even like Steam or, you know, like a gaming shop. You know, they never drop prices. They're savage. But man, it had blown my mind and really got me thinking, you know, let's look into this. How many of these like random things exist? And there's a lot. There's a lot of random sites that want to be the next Amazon. They want to be the next Newegg maybe, or eBay, or, you know, marketplace system that somebody's using to go to buy something so they get that extra 10% somehow. And it just blows my mind. They're starting to like pop up like crazy. I don't really think a lot of them are going to be able to stand much of a chance against Amazon. Again, I'm not really trying to even rip it out. Like, Amazon's just, I'll follow stocks as well. And let me tell you, Amazon is not only doing well on their platform, their system, mailing, ordering, marketplace, streaming, they've got, they've got so much. I don't even really have to pan everything out. But their stock, holy hell! It's even like, it towers over most of the stock on the stock market, I can tell you that much. It's not like, I'm not putting it in the top 20, it's not there, but it's definitely in like the top 50, maybe even the top 30, I don't really know, but it's up there. Some fucking really good stock if you can get into it. It's just very expensive. But it is what it is. Ready for the streaming at Days Gone? Oh yeah. Play art stuff is not cheap. Very true. It's not at all, Steven. It's very expensive. Sounds like a trap. But yeah, Chaz, I'm ready too. I'm really hoping I like the game as much as I have hyped myself up for it. Like, I haven't even pre-ordered it yet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna do it like right after the stream tonight. Like, I'm already ready to do it. I've got the money and everything, but I just figured it would be like, it's kind of like something I talked about beforehand at the beginning of the stream. It's like, I'm a last minute pre-order guy, you know? Like, I will wait till like the last minute sometimes if I can. And I kind of did. I'm gonna like do my pre-install tonight, like right after the stream. I was a little afraid that it might like kind of like lag up a little bit here, maybe trying to download it while streaming, which I doubt it would. I mean, it's a PS4 Pro. Everything here is good still going on the PCs, and not to mention everything's doing very good, like usually. Knock on wood for that one. But yeah, I'm really bad about waiting to the last minute. Amazon was your go-to when he was in Afghanistan. See, that's another thing too. The locations that Amazon is willing to locate and deliver to. It's pretty vast. Not to mention they're actually sourcing out their own packaging company now too, so they don't have to go through FedEx or UPS anymore. They're like literally cutting out the middleman. And not even just that. Oh yeah, there's more with Amazon. If you live within the greater city areas of your state, when I say greater city areas, it's the places closest to your capital usually. Like, let's say Atlanta is the big one here for Georgia. It's the greater city, or the capital again. Another, you know, would just be like, not only like in Chattanooga, for example. Chattanooga has more than one greater city. They have the capital, Knoxville, but they also have Chattanooga, which is another area there where a lot of people go. Arguably, I would say Paris, Tennessee too, but it's actually kind of a joke and not that many people live there. Yeah, there's a Paris, Tennessee. Look it up. But, doesn't Amazon use drones? Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, like the greater city areas, they will actually deliver a drone to you with your package in just a matter of like minutes or hours. But again, that's only like greater city areas. If like Atlanta, New York, Knoxville, Chattanooga, one of those areas where, you know, technology's prominent for the most part. Not to mention, they're also like Elon Musk right there at the top of AI. Like, if you really look inside their facilities, I was watching a live stream the other day. Well, it wasn't a live stream, it was just a stream here on YouTube of an Amazon facility, and they were talking about AI in general and how well they incorporate it, and they really promote the use of humans using AI as well. Like, it was a Voslin special. If you actually have HBO or some way to watch Voslin, sometimes you can catch a lot of episodes here on YouTube. Definitely watch the one about AI. It's like one of their most recent episodes, and oh man, it'll change your mind and kind of scare you in some ways. It's a big thing a lot of people are going through that do like physical labor. A lot of AI is coming in and actually taking like physical labor jobs. Like, they're just like, it's not just, you know, physical labor, you know, it's like, you know, like some, service jobs as well, like, gas stations, you know. Back in the day, it used to have like 2 or 3 people working there, and now there's like 1. Everything can be done at the gas pump. Food industry, that's a really big one. Anybody, like, that's a really big one, actually, especially with cell phones becoming more and more and more prominent into our lives as well. Like, I mean, just think about it. Like, you literally don't even have to talk to the person behind the register at the fast food restaurant anymore. At least like 75% of them. You can straight up go in there and literally order on your phone, walk up to the counter when they call your number, and then leave without ever saying hello, goodbye, or thank you to the person that, you know, was behind the counter. Not just that, you really don't even have to drive there. If we're going to go even further into apps and the involvement of it all, there's something called like, I think it's Grubhub? Let me check it out really quick. Grubhub. Yeah, there's Grubhub now. and DoorDash, where literally you can like just get on the app and order food there. They'll go get it, and then you just pay this random delivery guy to give you your food. Like, that's another thing now. That's not really AI, but also it kinda is. Like, we already have like AI going into vehicles a lot. Could you imagine when a car just drives up to a restaurant and just like tells this person, you know, this order or this other machine? Because also, if you really get into like a lot of things going on in the world with AI, they're already trying to incorporate restaurants where they're taking the people out as well, where they've got like an AI arm that can flip burgers. They still need a little bit of people involvement into the system. They're not quite there just yet, but oh man, AI is developing so fast, so quickly, and so pristine. It's actually scary and exciting for a lot of people in their jobs. Great thing to check out if you ever like just want to check out something on Voslin sometime. Go for it. Riz, what's up? Boston Dynamics has the best robots. Silicon Valley, I would say, probably has like the best in design, maybe. But if Boston Dynamics exists, it makes sense. I really don't know much about. I guess it wouldn't be if it's Boston Dynamics. It's probably in Boston. And Silicon Valley's definitely not there. But I feel you. I feel you. That's cool though. I mean, really. It's incredible how far technology's getting. Well, we're waiting on a couple tanks. Hopefully we can get that pretty soon. Ooh. It's okay. So, Riz, how was your Wednesday? Hopefully it was excellent. No, that's a small window for that excellent. I swear, Choco, your day was good. Awesome, Rez. Glad to hear it. So earlier today, I was like doing a little bit of reading, just a little bit, about like ancient civilizations. And my goodness, I think it's crazy how far their technology was. Like, yeah, arguably we don't know. I doubt it, but we don't know. But I doubt they had, you know, this far in technology. Cell phones, touchscreen cell phones, and internet streaming. But they had some fucking crazy stuff back in the day. I was actually, I heard this thing where there was a theory. Well, it was on, gosh, I can't remember the dude. He's like a famous, like, he's a famous a lot of shit, really. But anyway, we won't even get into that, really. We'll just get on the subject here. He actually had predictions that the rainforest was actually man-made and man-manipulated. Which is an insane theory, but, I mean, just the evidence they have behind it, it's just incredible to think about. I'll look it up after the stream. Chess, sounds cool. Been playing the air. I've got to get into that game. I've got to. I've been so hyped about Persona 5 The Royal today, though. I've been more pumped about that than anything. You beat Survivor mode in The Last of Us, now you just gotta beat it again? What? You've gotta beat it more than once to get a trophy? That right there is sick. Like, not sick cool, that's sick savage. Like, who the hell? Oh, if you beat it on Savage mode, or Survivor mode, my bad, I'm mistaken. Looking cool, Joker. Is it bad? Like, I know a lot of people were hoping from another, it was be another narrative, but through the female character's perspective. But is it weird that I'm kind of glad that it's not? It's just, don't get me wrong, I would have played it on either way regardless. And the gender has nothing to do with it at all either. The reason of it is, I don't know, like, I was so happy to hear that it was the same story panned out. Like, hearing it from a different perspective, I feel like it might have ruined certain aspects of the game from me, especially with this person already having some kind of, like, hidden, unnecessary agenda to hate the Phantom Thieves right off the bat, which I'm guessing will be elaborated a lot better for us, but I don't know, it just didn't settle with me at first with that being a theory out there. I just didn't want him to change the game too much. I mean, it's a very good story, though there is different cross paths and branches you can take. In the end, it makes the same full circle, and man, I would love to see what we're already gonna get. We'll put it that way. Like, I've been so excited. You just hopped on trying to finish it, finally. I actually hope you can finish it. It is so good. And, like, by the end of it, honestly, I know it's a long game, but by the end of it, you're going to be hyped for the Royal, just to get more story. That is a big thing that I've really been, like, I watched the anime. It was really good. And I obviously played through the game, streamed it. A lot of you were here. But, man, the Royal, I'm pumped. Third playthrough, it's damn good so far. So what exactly changes? Like, discreetly put without, like, giving away any details. Saeed, good morning to you as well. And I am doing good. Glad that you can make it, Saeed. Definitely. And I hope you're having a great morning. Definitely. Yeah, just, third playthrough, man, that's something else. Good, glad to hear it, Saeed. Every difficulty you have to beat twice, from easy to survivor mode, and after survivor mode is grounded mode? What the fuck is grounded mode? It's like, oh, that wasn't hard enough for you. Here's another one. That is torture for a game. But I feel like that's kind of like, isn't the era like fucking The Last of Us? Like, I hear these multiple playthroughs you're doing, and I'm thinking like, holy shit. That's the only thing I fear about that game. Like, being a streamer, also being one that, you know, I love to keep up with Final Fantasy XIV. It's definitely my main focus. I love being here, love the community, love the game. Days Gone's gonna be this weekend, and a few other games are gonna, like, take part, a few other things, like Persona 5 The Royal. When I can work it in there, definitely gonna get that in some more. Love Persona 5, obviously I gotta play The Royal. But, that's the only thing I fear with games that actually have, like, the multiple ending factor and the whole, sometimes, like, with Nier there, like, I'm guessing every time you beat it, you get more and more story content. Like, I can't stream Final Fantasy Top Zero. I wanted to. It's a great game. It has the same kind of thing going on, though. Like, every time you beat the game, if you beat it again, you get a different ending, a different little part of the story, and it's a little bit longer, and, you know, just a little bit of things like that. But can't do that with Top Zero. You really can't stream that game. There's so many copywritten, like, cutscenes in Top Zero, unfortunately. It's a fucking great game. If you played Final Fantasy 15 and you liked it, and if you played Final Fantasy 8 if you liked it, only if you played those two and liked both of them, play that game, is the only way I'm ever gonna, like, tell anybody to play that game. Or if you played Persona and you're a fan. A Persona fan could deal with it, the way the game actually does its day-by-day kind of esque thing. Because you kind of got a limited time to do a lot of things in Persona. Or not Persona, but Final Fantasy Top Zero. I mean, it's a great game, it really is, but it's a very unique style Final Fantasy. It's like somebody played Persona and loved Final Fantasy 8, but had the visions to create a Final Fantasy 15 style game. Like, that is the best way to describe the gameplay of, and kind of the story as well, of Persona, see, I keep doing it, but Final Fantasy Top Zero. I mean, again, I recommend it, but it's got that same feel, and it's, again, I would love to stream the game, but you really can't. Again, there's so many copywritten cutscenes. It's a copywritten nightmare. It's a masterpiece of a game. Copywritten nightmare. You can't even stream the end of the game. The end of the game is long. Very long. I'm going to love the boss fights near the end. Oh, I'm guessing Nier. The third playthrough of Nier is where the story gets spicy as fuck. Get a different story. More story. The playstyle changes a bit. Really? That sounds interesting. It's very repetitive if you're trophy hunting. But it's a good thing you love the game. Very true. You know, if you can find that middle ground with getting a good old game grind in there, especially if you want to go platinum, at least choose one you like the best with the story. That will definitely help out. I could see that being a great strategy. I hope Days Gone has that feel to it. Like, I'm gonna stream it, and, you know, I know I'm gonna enjoy it. It already looks like it. But, like, after the story's done, I'm gonna stop. Obviously, it'll be kind of like God of War. Not really any of the grindy stuff you really gotta get into. I'm gonna do on my own time, you know? But, man, that story. I'm excited for it. We're at a good time, like a very good time in gaming. We're also at a very spooky time in gaming. So, that PS5, we're getting closer and closer to it. They're releasing more and more details, and I'm kind of getting spooked. A lot of you do PC gaming out there, and it's not a big thing for you. I do a little bit of PC, and I'm a huge sucker for Sony exclusives, obviously. I already mentioned God of War and Days Gone. If that didn't give it away, Final Fantasy here, it's not really an exclusive, but very prominent on PlayStation consoles. It's kind of changing now, it's a good thing. Nintendo and Microsoft getting out there, getting to dabble their fingers in the Square Enix goodness that we've all been in for years. Which Nintendo, you know, originally had it, then they dabbled with it, and then they kind of like didn't do anything with it, and then Sony was like, okay, if you're not, we're going to, and they kind of rode on with that for a really long time. That was a thing that happened, but like, I don't know, I just think it's really cool. Finally, we got another tank. But yeah, I think it's really cool. Azure? No way. Know every corner of the game? But yeah, I mean, it is cool though, that we can actually have games like that, and a lot of them come out with better quality. It's just the only thing that I get scared about is like the price of it all, the further we get into all that. Like it's getting very cool to have, but so expensive to really try to be a part of. And that's something that I fear the most with the PS5. I'm gonna be right there. When I have to do the conversion, I'll have to do it or I'll be left behind. Don't want that shit. But like, man. Pricey. I'm thinking it'll be very expensive. So what are the boss fights like in the air, Steven and Rez? Is it like, or anybody else that's played it, you know, if you want to, you know, elaborate a little bit on the game. Like, is it more like, is it a lot like Final Fantasy 15? Or is it more like Devil May Cry? Like, that's a good question. That is a really good question. I mean, that is a huge, like, they're similar, but it's not the same. You know, that is a good question. A 9 out of 10 design story is genius. Actually, I also read, did you know that Yoshi P helped work on the air? I actually read that while I was at work today. I was wondering a little bit more about it. Cause you've all almost really talked me into playing it. It's actually, I've been planning to kind of like work it into the stream sometime after Days Gone and before Shadowbringers comes out. So sometime in that window there. But like, it's hard to explain. Are real MVPs. But yeah, I actually thought it was really cool that Yoshi P here helped get in on that game. It's a fun fact. Very hard to explain the boss fights. Is it like a mixture of Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy 15? Because, I mean, I've kind of watched a little bit of the gameplay. I don't know anything about it, but, like, I've watched trailers and I've seen cutscenes, and, like, that's kind of what it seems to look like. Just, like, really kind of, like, very fast-paced, kind of all over the place, but kind of, like, real action time as well. You know, not really... It definitely doesn't look turn-based. I'm getting in that C corner. A lurk over here. Oh, man. This Black Mage getup over here is looking pretty sick. Hit me with that Manderville Mambo. Think I'll join ya. Or maybe not. Maybe we won't have a Manderville Mambo moment. It's a mixture of everything you ever played. What? That's very different. If you played or seen Metal Gear Rising, I'm assuming like that made by the same people. I saw a little bit of it, but I never actually played it. Last Metal Gear, oddly enough, I've actually got 5 on the PS4 here. Last one I played was 4. But I like Raiden a lot. I know that is a big part of Rising there. Like, the game was all about him. I loved Metal Gear Solid 2. But, yeah, I mean, that's still very different gameplay, I'm assuming. That's very stealthy, I'm gonna hide under this box and not let one of those kind of things, like, go off over their head. Gosh, Metal Gear. I love the series, but I kind of wish that they just, like, started over. Like, somebody out there's like, fuck this guy. I know. Like, I get it. I mean, it's been around forever, and I've played 1 through 4. Again, I haven't played 5, so, or I haven't played Rising either. Didn't even play that weird little prequel that everybody hated to 5. Remember that? But, yeah, I don't know. With 4, he was already an old man. Then they started to do, like, the Snake Eater thing with 5, like, kind of, like, reeling it back a little bit again. Which, I'm only assuming. I mean, I've never even played it. I've got it downloaded, but I've not played it. But it's just something, like, the game series has been really good. But going back and actually playing through the first Metal Gear, it's kind of hard. It's very, very buggy. And not as well put together as what it was, as what you thought it was. Back when it was first released. Like, believe me, I loved it when it was first released. Playing through it nowadays? Oh. Oh, fuck. Yeah, yeah. I just now realized. We're not in extreme. I got a motherfucker. And again, they didn't see it. I'm surprised nobody else even, like, paid attention either. Nah, they may have saw it. Maybe. Snake eater. I forgot to put it on extreme. We were in normal. I knew something was weird about that shit. It's like hack and slash, arcade shooter, and 2D all in one. Really?
Prove me wrong. Make me submit or die. I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it. You know where to run.
Oh, fuck.
Beg not for mercy. Tremble before true power.
Damn! DPS is actually doing pretty good. Played Bully back on the PS2. To be honest with you, no. I never actually played it, but I actually had a lot of friends that played it, so I know a little bit about it. And I had a friend that played through a lot of the game in front of me. Kind of like wanted me to watch him play it. It's like, the dude definitely wants to be a streamer. He's one of my friends, but like, he just doesn't have the confidence. He can play in front of like one or two people, but that's not the point. But yeah, he actually played through a little bit of the game, like a lot of the beginning of it, in front of me. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto for, like, but you're a kid. Man, a lot of weird decisions. But yeah, I know of the game. But no, to be honest with you, I've never actually sat down and played it before. But I know what it's about. Know what it's like. Ish. Pretty sure it's even a Rockstar game as well, isn't it?
Impudent mortals. mine enemies.
You know, there's 2 games today I've been thinking about. Like, I've really given a lot of thought about Persona 5, The Royal, coming out. But I've also, it really led my mind to, like, kind of like, started thinking about, like, other games from the past as well that I kind of wish would get remakes. Because, you know, we've had a little bit more shined upon us with the Final Fantasy VII remake. We already know, that Tetsuya Nomura has been working a lot more on it. He was really just trying to like finish up with Kingdom Hearts 3 before he dived in too hardcore. That way he can give it his full focus. That's been like the biggest reason why we haven't heard much, while we still really haven't seen a whole lot of anything in like the last 2 years. But in saying that, oh fuck, sorry. Shit started getting wild. But yeah, 2 games that I've really, 3 games actually, I've really hoped. One of them we actually, I heard a few months ago that Square Enix did a new licensing, with, Parasite Eve, which I'm really hoping that is a remake. I don't know if any of you ever played Parasite Eve. Fucking great game back in the day. It was turn-based, yeah, but it was like Resident Evil turn-based with a fucking fantastic story. I wasn't fast enough to get to that. So there's that. 2 other games I've really been hoping would get like a remake or just something else would happen to it have been, one is Legend of the Dragoon. I know only a handful of people probably ever played that. And then another one. I'm not gonna get out of here in time. I somehow did. I'm not gonna get over there in time. I luckily did. Nope, did not. Didn't think I would. But yeah, Legend of the Dragoon, Parasite Eve, but another one, which was a cult classic. You had to like the Legend of Kain, and I'm not talking about the Legend of Kain here. Honestly, Soul Reaver. It was a really good game back in the day on PlayStation 1. There's just like a lot of PlayStation 1 classics already getting like a lot of remakes. And I think of the ones that aren't getting that lot shed upon them, and sometimes I just wish it would. Especially with those few that I just mentioned. Oh man, they were great titles back in the day. I mean, still, even now I guess they would hold up to like a retro gamer's benefit. But me, I mean, I try my best to keep up with current times with gaming. You know, I do some retro gaming here and there as long as it's got a great story. And those definitely do. But I would really, really love to see them in 4K resolution. Just saying. I mean, it's definitely possible. But, I mean, if you're playing a game that was, like, created in, like, 480p, I don't care what quality of TV you got, it's not looking that much better. You got, like, a bunch of pixelated garbage all over your screen. Bluntly put, you know, very bluntly put. So far, like 43%. You have a question? Can you have 2 augmented Skaven rings? Yes, you can. Well, I don't really know. Like, right now, you could look at my character on the lodestone and you can see his gear. He's got 2, of the rings, but not 2 of them are augmented. So, I don't really know. Probably not, though. We'll probably have to, like, incorporate... Honestly, you probably have to do, like, one at, like, 395 and then one at 400, unless, you want to do, like, raid gear and get, like, that 400. That's, like, the only way I could really think of, honestly. The power. Where the fuck is his hand going? Luckily, the other side. Although, I wish that was a stipulation in a lot of MMOs. Like, it's a very, very common thing for MMOs to like give you content, and then you can't like duplicate like enchanted or enhanced or said, or let's use this example, augmented material. Gotta make you like work for something else out there. I mean, it could be worse, obviously. But yeah, there's that. Oh, and then there's that too. I didn't fucking move in time. I was watching my cooldown. Thank you, you. Oh, fuck. I am dead as fuck. Maybe not. Thank you, healers. You are fucking sick. Good way.
Beg not for mercy.
We're at 9%.
I cannot.
8.
You brought this upon yourself. You've nowhere to run.
Whoa! Good deal. That's actually awesome. You'd think it's kind of dumb that you can't augment both of your rings. Yeah, it's same here. I mean, it just makes it that much harder on somebody else trying to do their stuff. The Dark Knot weapon. Ugh! If I didn't have 2 tanks in this party, you better bet I would have went for it. My Dark Knot's probably got a shitty-ass weapon right now. But I don't really need it, and somebody else probably really does, so, it's okay. At least that went well, though. It went very well. But I'm going to take a quick little advantage. No longer is it an advantage, it is a necessity. I made a mess. Give me just a second, I got to clean up a mess, and I got to take a quick restroom break. I'll be right back. Oh, man. I fucked up. I fucked up my macro last night. Okay. No! I'll be right back. Okay. Now that that's over with. Also, sorry about that. But yeah, this is what I've got working. Oh, I need to do some repairs.
I could stay like this, forever following you. Just don't get too far, and I'll be right where you are. You're a dream that I could finally see. I just want us to always be.
Why does the sprint have to be used up? Reality in the corner down here.
Let's stay here and
So is anybody here randomly excited for Detective Pikachu coming out?
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath,
I kinda am. Just for the future of live action adaptations. Like, if they master this one, if it's actually good, it could mean better things for live action adaptations of anime and manga. Like, I know it's a huge hated thing. Most of them, I'll even admit, aren't that great. We deal with what we get, I suppose is the best way to put it. Dragon Ball Evolution. I mean, we don't even talk about it. It's like a thing we all try to actively agree never existed, and we know it did. But hopefully, maybe Detective Pikachu will change that kind of like course of things. With like a main producer of the movie industry actually putting it into focus and out to film. The only thing that I'm wondering is like, is not like how canon it is. Like, they can spice it up and put a little razzle dazzle in there. I don't really care, honestly. I just like wonder. I guess what I don't know. I'm hoping it's good, really. Like, I'm a pretty big Pokemon nerd. There's a few things they could do to mess it up for me. You don't really like Pokemon, but oh my god, yeah. I mean, it looks like a great film. It really does. And the fact that Ryan Reynolds is voicing Pikachu, just like it's the cherry on top of the sundae. Icing on the cake. wondered, like, how many of, like, the creations of the live-action Pokemon, Sprots that they actually... I mean, I guess you can't even call it a Sprot, so I guess just the Pokemon in general, like... I wonder how many of them are gonna look pretty horrific. Like, we've seen a few where they're like, oh, that's cute, or like, oh, that looks funny, or oh, I can accept that. It probably would look like that. But there's a few we're probably about to see where it's like, that's the thing of my nightmares. I never want to see it again. That's a big one. Some children will leave that theater with nightmares. Do you hope it's good? You're also excited for Endgame. Afraid of being spoiled, though. Yeah, I'm in that boat as well with Endgame. Like, I really want to watch it, but I'll probably be a little late to the game. I don't really go to the theater for a lot of movies these days. A lot of films I just kind of like wait to go on some streaming service. Occasionally I'll rent one if I really want to see it. But the theater, it's kind of like lost its pizzazz these days. I hate to say it, but it's very true. But getting a lot of new content and streaming services just at home, you don't have to deal with other people. And I do think children are cool in some aspects, but they're a nightmare when you're at the movie theater, especially like infant children, and then the evil parents that want to bring them to a dark room filled with a bunch of strangers and don't think that they're gonna get a little scared. That's the blunt truth right there. But yeah, I mean, that's a big thing for me. Honestly, when there's like let's say a Game of Thrones episode about to air, and I know I'm not going to be able to watch it for a couple days, I will literally stay off of all social media for quite a little while. I'll take just a little kind of hiatus, you know, and I'll just like kind of come back when I know the hops died down enough where nobody's really talking about it. I'll just see a shit ton of memes that I'm not going to understand for a few months. That's the glory of it. You'd be like 2 months down the road, you finally got to watch it because Netflix, Hulu, HBO, or Amazon added it. You get it down, you're like, oh, I get that meme from like 2 months ago. It's a glorious feeling. It's a blunt truth. A few of you could relate. Maybe not everybody, but I know at least a few.
You brought this upon yourself.
Oh, I'm gonna die! Ah! Woof! Barely! But I'm alive. I'm still wondering, like, what the next step for, the summoner is in, Shadowbringers. Oh. Oh man. This is getting like real spicy. Holy fuck. too spicy to handle. Well, at least I know I'm safe on this side for a second.
Flesh of my flesh! Show them their folly!
Ah, fuck. Oh. Not quite as smooth as the last run, but ah! Holy fuck! Gigantic asshole hates me. I will never get to summon Ifrit.
Is what the whole universe is doing at the place you call here and now.
We're getting there. Luckily, this party that I'm in is some really damn good DPS all around. We're at 24%, a little bit further behind than last time, but I think we'll get to clear. I'm hoping anyway. I'm hoping. 15%. 14. Ah, fuck. Ooh. I never like hearing that. That means we're really close to enrage. It's at 4%. And we're at enrage. %. Oh, come on. Good deal. Holy hell. I thought we were about to hit enrage that time. I wish I needed the Grim more. But I don't. I actually got it. That was a little bit bumpy. They're leaving! No! It's all good. I mean, it was a good party. We'll see who's lasting here out of them. I mean, 2 consecutive wins. Unfortunately, one of them, this one, was, this last one anyway, was a little bumpy. Anybody actually want to get in on any of these? Ah! Tank left. Hey! Black Mage down for more. Awesome. Shadow Phoenix. Or Rez, anybody that wants to get in? I'm actually going to take a very quick restroom break and going to grab a drink real quick. I'm going to make it super quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm gonna be on here for a little while longer. Ooh, got a healer. Hello, Ash. Kinda already MGP'd out for the day. It doesn't take long. Fuck. Man, it's kind of hard to believe that this is what Seiryu is now. So tempting. How many totems do I got now? 31. So is there any other games anybody's like excited about that's coming out pretty soon? That's something exciting to talk about. You know, I've talked about Persona 5 Royal a lot. And you know, maybe there's and Days Gone, you know, it's coming out this Friday. What else is coming out? What else have been people playing out there? Or what else are you excited for is another good one. Saeed? Oh, you're all good. Don't worry. You got any games you're looking forward? Damn it. But yeah, Saeed, sorry about that. Messed up something I was trying to do. It's a jump that I'm really confident in. But yeah, you got any games coming up that you're excited about? Or anything in general? Okay, let's see if I can do it this time. It's that jump. Like, there's a weird glitch right there where it won't jump because he's like falling down at the same time. I'm trying to make that not be a thing. Just gotta find the right spot so you can get that incline. He can do it. I believe in this little cloud, this little ghost, this little yokai watch thing. Damn it. You got this. Gotta get that corner just right. Oh, yeah, he did it. If only it could clear it just enough to go over this one too. But it's still, I'll work with that later. Cyberpunk, you think it's called? I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that game really does look also really cool, really interesting. I really want to look more into it. It's like Cyberpunk, is it like Cyberpunk 2077? Is it something like that? Yes, we're still here. Yeah, 2077. Yeah, I've actually looked into it a little bit. I mean, it does look really cool. To think of the year of 2077. It's wild. That one guy needed like 2 minutes. Let's see if he's all good. I really don't know who he was. I'd have to go back to the chat there, but somebody needed 2 minutes. It looks so cool. Yeah, I can agree. I always like that kind of thing, though. I'm really into like future-esque stuff, future and post-apocalyptic, and fantasy. Those three are my best genres. I love them most. Sci-fi, yeah, it's up there too. Waiting on Dink Master. Give it another ready check. Come on, Dink Master. Good deal. He said he was ready. Ready. 8 out of 8. Nice. What beer? It's just like basic beer. It's Budweiser, but yeah, it's just basic. Nothing crazy. I can tell you my favorite beer though. My favorite beer. Funny, I don't really drink it often. It's pretty expensive to be honest with you. In a sense, to like drink it very often is it's called Left Hand Brewery. That's the brewery that makes it, but it's a milk stout. Love it. I love stouts though, that's my thing usually. Like if I go out and really at an outing, I prefer a stout over like a, you know, your average lager, which is usually what I drink, but stout's really what I'm into. What the fuck? I hope this group is as good as the last. Only got like one player from the last little pull there. So hoping for the best. Here we go.
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it.
Third playthrough done. Nice, Riz. How was it? Was it worth it? How long did it take? Like, do they get progressively longer in these playthroughs as you go? Like, I would really want to get onto the Nier thing, like me and Zombie were kind of like talking about in Discord before the stream started tonight. I would really like to get into it, I really would. But, and that being a multiple ending game and stuff like that, I mean, it seems really difficult at the exact same time to kind of like do all at once, but how much longer is it each time? Like, on average, maybe. Is it like a lot longer? Shit! Well, at least it's a decent party. That's one true thing. The only thing that sucks is, I summoned my summon and I can't even use it. That sucks. Oh, fuck! We're dead. All the healers died. Third playthrough is the longest? They'll seem about equal? Really? Man. I'm just gonna whop. We just need to start this over. That was so bad. A controller god for like summoner? I mean, I could try one day, but honestly, there's like loads of things on Reddit that would probably help you out a little bit more, because honestly, there's a certain style to summoner that's going to give you very good DPS that is much more effective than other styles. Oddly enough, weirdly, some people love to actually disagree. But yeah, like a lot of people think it's a preference on what Eggy to use, and I guess in some ways it is, but it really isn't. Like Ifrit's so much more effective than using Garuda, even though you get Garuda at last, I'm pretty sure. So I mean I could, but again there's a lot of things that it kind of becomes preference with a lot of that stuff, and again you'd be a little bit better off probably just, you know, checking Reddit out. That was honestly how I figured out. It's nothing I picked up on my own. Honestly, it's crazy how Reddit really is a great source to try to find, like, content on, like, video games. But honestly, within, you know, just the basic of terms, I can, like, pretty much give you the basic run-through of the moves. But this is 1 through 70. That's the thing that's going to make it a little difficult. And also, hotbar preference is also a big thing. My hotbar is literally set up to how my brain and fingers work at the time of me having to do a certain move. But basically, starting off as a summoner, you know, if you want to go the most basic route for it, would be like starting off by getting probably your Tri-Disaster on as soon as possible. That's definitely your first go-to. And if you don't have that, your Miasma or your Bio, because that right there is basically you keeping that alive in the fight. It's a huge DPS thing that really does help out a lot. But also, you know, like, with doing each one of these, you get certain little things. I actually skipped a step. First step in the battle, you actually want to have your Ether Flow and your Eggy out. That's literally step 1 right off the bat. Ether Flow and your Eggy out. Oh man, this is getting chaotic over here. But then all the other things that I just mentioned as well, though, trying to, you know, get your Bio, Miasma, or, sorry, Tri-Disaster. Sorry, my brain's trying to stay focused here. You really just want to keep that going, though. Like, that's your basic run-through. And every chance you get, do your Ruin 3, your Ruin 2, and your Ruin 4 when it's available. And then also keeping, you know, the whole point of that Aether Flow is to keep your Fester going, or your Pain Flare, or your Gosh, what's that other one? I can't think of it right now. Bane. One of those three. And then, once you've got all three of these flames filled with a summoner, you have the ability to do, well, first it will be your Dreadworm Trance. And then eventually, if you're level 70, it will get you to the point of using your E3 on battle to do your Enkindle Bahamut. Yeah, Bahamut on the field to do Enkindle Bahamut. My bad. Again, my brain's wrapped up in this battle right now, and it is the worst place to try to, like, give a basic walkthrough during a battle while trying to manage things. But, yeah, once you get Bahamut out, you get, like, if you can tub it out correctly, you can get 2 good Enkindle Bahamut out there before he actually goes away. And, gotta keep repeating that pattern. I screwed it up a little bit of times. I could revise it a little bit, but, it wouldn't be best for me. Honestly, it's kind of like making me a little overcumbered at the moment. But yeah, I mean, it's like the basic way to go through it, though. Roughly.
I must have more! Oh, I love it. You know where to run.
Ooh.
You brought this upon yourself.
Man, I love actually what's going on with this party right here. Everybody's got, like, their shit going on properly, but I feel like I just gotta, like, be on my toes right now, which is a good thing. But at the same time, woof. 57%. Honestly, I'm knocking on wood back here, literally. I'm hoping it's a little bit better than the last party. It definitely seems that way so far.
Beg not for mercy.
But I don't know, it could be wrong. Just maybe about the same. Definitely going pretty well. %.
How it burns.
Oh man, I'm not trying to lose track of the chat here. I'm trying to keep up. Honestly, again, I mean, it's just a really good party. I'm trying to really lay into this here, and I'm fucking up a little bit, honestly, already. But I'll catch back up. Give me just a moment in this battle. I'm just a little stoked, a little happy, and also hoping for the best with this one. Yeah, no best for hoping there. Okay. Using Virus when Bahamut is out for whatever reason counts as you doing a move so he doesn't attack. Gonna make something to eat, so hungry. I feel you there. I'm also pretty hungry, Saeed. You have a great night as well, though. I do thank you for jumping in. Glad to have you on the stream again tonight. Oh, fuck. Woo. They got me on that last minute. Oh, good though. Oh my god, not this shit again. Ah! Got hit like a motherfucker. Maybe not. Thank goodness.
Flesh of my flesh! Show them their folly!
Fuck.
Beg not for mercy. You brought this upon yourself.
Oh shit.
You know it.
Ah!
Impudent mortals. No! I will not lose. I cannot.
Honestly, I think he's going to. Like, oh, maybe not. We're at enrage. Holy shit, I might have got a little too cocky. We're only at 5%. I think we just lost. Fuck. I was trying to do everything I could to get that out. Oh man, one of those parties. That's me. That's like way too many fucking buttons. Like, don't get me wrong. And I'll tell you again, when I'm going back to what I tell you my playthrough, when I do something like this, I do the basic. Like, I'm doing the most damage that I myself can do for everything going out. I'm sure mathematically, and I'm sure it's even easier on PC, but I literally like to play on controller. I like the PC game. I was a big World of Warcraft guy for years. I really like the controller though. I'm just bluntly put, I love the controller. It's what I prefer. And when I tell you a basic playthrough for the summoner, I'm telling you the very basic, that you're gonna do the best damage for that basic playthrough. There's probably a professional way to go through summoner stuff, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating against. Like, I'm not here playing with the best even equipment as a summoner being this late in the game. I'm here using a fucking Seiryu weapon. I refuse to go through fucking goddamn Eureka shit. So it's a really good, comfortable place to play summoner where you're still doing optimal damage, where nobody's hating on you. And yeah, I'm sure like I can throw in like 3 or 4 more moves into my rotation that might make them like 2% better, much like the weapon. But we're talking percentage here, and I guarantee I could go as top tier as possible, which would probably make me fuck up more in general, which is why I like my little system when it comes to like running summoner how I do. Is it the best? No. Is it literally good enough? Yeah. Right there. Setting the bar. Good enough. Perfect? No. Not at all. Good enough? Yes. Good enough to do top tier shit and actually get by with it as long as I'm in a good party. But those small percentages that people will do, like switching out a summon, don't get me wrong. I'm sure Garuda at the beginning, E3 at the end, maybe has like slight better DPS standpoints. I don't know. I refuse to run Garuda because a Garuda, in my opinion, in numbers, statistically from what I've actually managed, isn't that much better. Overall, if you leave Garuda out, Garuda's worse. E3 outlonged, if you leave E3 just as elongated as I do, actually does much better. But switching him out sounds like a fucking nightmare. Do we need help? Honestly, yeah, if you'd like to get on it. Shadow here has been sticking around with me. This guy's been pretty fucking cool. But yeah, if you actually want to jump in on it, I'm down. Some people just don't have faith. You prefer Black Mage, but both Summoner and Black Mage too hard for you. Honestly, I've not really tried to even sit down to do much Black Mage stuff. But, I do a good enough job. I'm okay with that. Most people are okay with that too. Shadow! Loving it! This guy's full of enthusiasm. It's awesome. But yeah, Rez, I would love it if you wanted to help us out. It'd be great. It's always awesome when you can get on stuff like this with people that's actually cleared it. Gives you a little bit better of a feel to it. You used to use Garuda, and it didn't seem like that much of a difference. The only thing is Garuda doesn't put off as many moves as Ifrit does in rotation. Garuda's rotation is a lot smaller. I don't know. It was a whole Reddit article. It was actually an argument that I read, and I eventually just sided with the Ifrit side. It was a very heated argument, I should add. It's worth looking up. Just look at some archives on Reddit with Summoner, Final Fantasy XIV, Garuda versus Ifrit. Oh, they're glorious. Yeah, there's reasons why I sided with Ifrit. But yeah, you can't parse. I mean, I can. I don't like to. Riz, glad to have you. Give me a quick restroom moment. So, 3 red mage. Glad to have you, Minato. But 3 red mage. We'll see how it goes. The party fills up. We still need a tank. I do hope it goes better than the last round. Shadow here has been a really big help, though, for the knot. Luckily, we saw through a couple good wins. Plus, having Rez and Minato, both of you, it's definitely going to help out as well. All good, Rez. All good. We still got to wait on that tank. Oh, we got a tank. Well, we'll wait on Rez for a second. Minato! You just dipped on us like that. While Rez was out to piss. Oh, man. I gotta tell you, my dog is so spoiled. Like, damn it. I have not let her lay here all night long, and somehow she has found her way here. Mischievous she is. Monkey. Yep. Yeah, Minato. If only. Being summoned. You're all good, Minato. Hopefully it won't be too bad to get another healer. It shouldn't be. What the fuck? That broom's got spells? I didn't know that. Got time for a few runs. What does that mean? Uh-oh. Come on, Alzen. Oh no, for real. Where you at, Tank? Come on. Oh, sweet. Let's hope for better luck for me, Shadow Phoenix, and Riz. You've yet to visit any. Same. Like, I don't really have any reason to, though, is my thing. Like, nobody's asked me to, for one. And I don't really know what other worlds people would want me to visit. And to be honest with you, if I visited that world without the acknowledgement or recognition or, you know, somebody asking me to, it's gonna just be the same as the one I'm already in. So I don't really have much of a reason to, if you know what I mean. That's my standpoint on that one, I guess, is the best way to put it. I like how we all just run to the place where we pretty much know where the markers are. Like, these teams were pre-made. We knew where we were going. This sea is all jacked up, though.
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it. You know where to run. Beg not for mercy.
It's going a lot better. Oh, I should literally not have said a single word. I was thinking, oh, it's going a lot better. I'll look up, we're all dead except for that guy. Oh, that sucked. Oh. You're so happy. Oh, this is going. What? Reality. Throwing some spice in on the mixture. Maybe it'll go better this time. Hopefully. We'll see.
You know where to run.
Ooh, good spot. What the hell happened? God damn it, Ton, you leaving that happens? Hey! I don't know if that's on me or you, but that happened. It's on one of us. Use your imagination. No, I think one of our tanks fucked up a little bit there.
Tremble before true power.
Ah! Love hearing their screams sometimes. Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Blame Obama. That's harsh. I'll blame milk. Wait, why would you blame Rez?
Grant me the strength to smite my enemies. Ah, stubborn fools. This is far from over. Tremble before true power.
Oof.
None can match my might. Flesh of thy flesh, show them their folly.
Uh-oh.
I must have more. Oh, rub it up.
We're at 69%. It's going decent so far. I feel like we do need to pick up the DPS just a little bit to get that real clear before Enrage will take over at the end. But we actually have a good start so far. Knock on wood again. But yeah, we'll really see. But I do feel like we need to pick up just a tad bit. But I think we can. I definitely think we can. It's gone a little bit more smooth than the last run. I'm sure. Ah! Why was everybody dead? What happened? I looked away for a second. That was fucking crazy. Oh, it's falling apart. Shadow's probably like, fuck this. I'm done. I tried. Poor Shadow. I feel bad for myself. I really feel bad for that guy. He's been along for the shit show. Not a great night. We had 2 good Seiryu runs, and after that, it's been terrible. Yeah, he left. I knew it would happen. It's like, fuck this. Hell no. They all left. I think it's only me and Rez now. Did you leave me too, Rez? That fell apart fucking quick. The Lawless. Honestly, it's the quality of parties. If people don't get like 1 cleared in their first time, they can't keep it up. And a lot of people can't own up to mistakes sometimes as well. It is what it is. Hey, we can cut all the ties and get on this great hunt. I'm kidding. I know you don't want to do that. It's only me. Luckily, you've already got your Rathalos mount. Oh man, this is such work. Actually, I'm just gonna fix this. I'm gonna make it melee DPS. We already got you and me. We don't need any more dupes again. I feel like that's a big thing as well. Dupes that we keep getting. Son of a bitch. Why didn't I pick apply changes? Oh, I did, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Good deal. Recruit those members. Nice. I thought I fucked up and I didn't. Sweet. You can do the Great Hunt. Do you want to? Like, I see it up there. I mean, man, the item level is kind of low though. Actually, they have it unregistered. My item level for tank is low. That's what I mean. Did you just blue mage kill yourself? Damn. That really brings the play dead to a whole new meaning. That guy's probably confused. He's like, what the fuck? We got a blue mage? We could really confuse him. Well, 2 blue mages ass. You just got double blue maged, what? They're Australogian. Hey, I think I'll just try a little bit more, the bad breath, it even looks messed up. Like, even from close up. Like, he, like, straight up, like, puts his face in the ground. Man, I've always feel so bad when there's people that want to, like, ask to, like, actually get in on every, Space Alien, I was with, let's play with this guy just a few days ago. But yeah, it always feels so bad when people ask outside the stipulations that you kind of, like, have standard set for, like, stuff that you actually have a party finder going for. I feel so bad because I want to say it's okay, but there's some times where I'm just like, this is a trap, you don't know what you're doing, not trying to be mean, but I wanted to just do this actively. So hard sometimes, though. So hard. So, Rez, just curious, would you be interested in watching the Days Gone stream coming out? Well, starting tomorrow night and everything. I mean, I know a few people will be, and yeah, Rez, I don't know why. I'm guessing it wouldn't let you probably get in on the mount. I don't get it either. Something about this world visit system. It's kind of like messed up that weird little thing. Dr. Dude. Trap City. I feel like this should have been a two-person mount. There's a whole other side over here. If I can hold on, he should be able to. Sure. Cool, cool. I mean, I'll definitely be glad to have you. It's just, it's one of those games, it's like, I know it's going to be a good game, but I don't know how a lot of people that actively watch this stream. I'm an active Final Fantasy XIV streamer, do a lot of JRPGs. I've played games like God of War and a few others, like Until Dawn, that kind of like, you know, kind of outside the box in Fallout 76, but I mean, it looks like a great game. I have no idea, to be honest with you, Rez. I've never tried to visit another world. I don't know how you do it either. Let's check it out. Travel, maybe. Map. Aether currents. Mount speed. What the fuck? That's a thing? I'm like slow as shit everywhere, apparently. Teleport. Yeah, I've got no idea. Yeah, I've got no idea, to be honest with you. Whoa, gold saucer shit? Wait, I actually knew that was already there. That's not a surprise. Sorry for that, anticlimactic surprise. It's in the 3 main cities. Ah, I get you. We need 1 DPS and 1 tank, and we are bueno. So I'm guessing it's here? Yeah, maybe. Visit another world server. I'm not going to. I'll forget that I did it, and I'm not gonna do it, but that's cool. Isn't it weird that this is like the most active place ever? Limsa La Mensa. Give me a quick moment. Can't do it while in the party. I wasn't gonna do it anyway. Let me tell you something about Choco here. If you haven't noticed, she's getting a little bit of a little belly here. Little Choco check-in for anybody curious. She's getting fat. She's looking at me like, fuck you. Let me go. I want to do my own thing. Gotta love the Choco check-ins, though. She's such a good dog. She's due to fall asleep. Look at her. She's out here trying. Good old Choco check-ins. So, honestly, within the next year, I really want to move out of my apartment here, and I want to get more of a nice little secluded spot for Choco within our new home, whenever that actually occurs. It's more of a long-term thing rather than short-term, like I'm making it sound. It's definitely, unfortunately, long-term. But I actually want to kind of get her own stream going on. One, I want to give her a little bit more freedom to a space that she has to herself while I'm at work, while also being able to monitor her as well. But I thought outside the box, instead of just doing it from a straight like baby monitor system, why not just set up like a series of cameras and just live stream Choco all day until I come home to do the video game streams and stuff. It's like the best thing to do ever. Like live stream my dog. I could like be on my break and hang out with my dog at work. What do we need now? One more healer, I think? Or one more DPS. It's up in the air. Nothing wrong with a little fat. She's just, I feel like she's been eating a little extra lately. There's people out there that spam random sounds. It always makes me wonder. Yes, YouTube, we are all still here. Please keep playing your magnificent music, please. Fun and side fact, I've actually blacklisted 2 people on this game because they followed me around for like 30 minutes to an hour making weird sounds for no reason. It's like saw the stream and they're like, oh, I'm gonna follow this guy around and just like make weird sounds around him forever. It did not work. They got blacklisted. I'm sorry. You did it to yourself. Just don't do weird shit sometimes in MMOs. Isn't it weird how sometimes like it seems like some people when they get into an MMO, like that standpoint of morality just like it's gone. They're like, I am nothing. This person is nothing. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. There's a dude who has a camera for his cat when streaming. Actually, Mr. Happy actually does that sometimes. Does a lot of streaming with his cat and stuff like that. Mr. Happy's a really cool streamer if you really break into his like personal life. I love his story really because I mean it's not just an underdog story. The guy he's top tier streamer, plays ultimate tier content, has created an amazing viewing and streaming standpoint behind that as well. I mean you can't not give the guy credit. I mean he's fucking amazing as far as his Final Fantasy content and everything, his knowledge. Cool guy, really is. Plus, he's pretty humble when it comes to like getting in on some chat. Yeah, I mean, he's a cool person when it comes to his pets. He's got I can't remember his cat's. It's similar to Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but it's like the cat or something. I don't know. It's a crazy name. It's out there. Unlike Choco here, pretty basic. Choco's real name, Chocobo. Chocobo, if you're into training pets, well, if you give your dog a 3-syllable name, let me tell you, it's not gonna go very well. Even 2 syllables is a little bit much. Dogs literally understand 1-syllable words. True fact, it's dogs. They understand multiple words, don't get me wrong, especially repetition of hearing them a lot. Especially with actions to like accommodate to those certain things. Cool basic dog training stuff here. Very basic again. Yeah, dogs, 1-syllable words, basic actions. It's easy to train them that way. Working with 2 syllables is a little bit much, but dogs can handle it in small doses. 3-syllable eras, though, is like talking gobbledygook to any person ever. It's like, if you just like literally look at this person, like, hey, I know we don't speak the same language, but I'm gonna make one up and I'm gonna try to talk to you in that language. That's what it's like talking in 3-syllable words to dogs. So naming my dog a 3-syllable name is like just giving my dog a basic, like, what the fuck, always, all the time. So, Chocobo, 3 syllables, Chocobo, not ever gonna work. Choco, ballsy, works. She gets it. She knows her name. Oh, you should really see the curveball I really throw at this dog sometimes, though. I hit her with the 4-syllable, Bocala Cho. Oh yeah, it's not even her name. It's a funny thing I like to throw at Choco. She's a really intelligent dog, believe it or not. She gets it. She doesn't get it and gets it at the same time. It's one of those things when I call her, she knows I'm calling her, but she's like, why are you calling me that? Does the little dog head turn thing. Like, she gets it. But, I mean, canines are an amazing species. They really are. With what they can and can't understand. Honestly, it's getting pretty late. Hasn't been too promising. We need 1 melee DPS, which is random as fuck. Hard to believe that that's what we're waiting on right now. But, this will be my last party, I'm gonna have to call it. I'm getting very tired, pretty damn hungry as well. So this will be my last party, and hopefully it does go very well. We'll just have to see. Cats are the same way. Really? But they don't give a shit. Yeah, that's always something I heard about. Like, dogs are, like, way much more easy to domesticate compared to a cat. Like, a cat is, like, something very, very, very non-domesticated as far as creatures goes, which is funny. Choco's, like, she's got a lot of her non-domesticated features still active. Her first, like, 6 weeks of life was outside. She's been an inside dog for the last, like, almost 3 years. Actually, it has been 3 years, funny fact. We're getting close to 4 now. But, she's been an inside dog for most of her life, but she actually originated as being an outside pup. And, yeah, I mean, it's just been a little crazy. Oh, finally we get that last person. But, I've always heard that, see, a cool thing that I've actually wanted to happen, is, you know, after, Choco, I'll obviously want another pet, and, you know, probably during Choco's, life, of course. Damn, I didn't even ready check. Natural assumption, let's hope we're all ready. But, yeah, I really want a fox, which is right up there with a cat. They have this whole sense of domestication that's kind of like hard to overcome because of their hyperactivity. And it's one of those things that I've just really been kind of like curious about. Really want to like get a fox, most of all. I just hear like fox, they're just like so hopper. But again, you know, like growing with Choco here, it's been a hell of a journey. Oh shit, this Spriggan stuff looks awesome dot in red. This is the first time I've seen it like that. But yeah, I feel like I could handle a fox. Oh, don't tell me there's this many people trying to get in on C. You want a lizard? I actually grew up with a few. When I was, I guess, from ages 11 through 18, I had an iguana. And, I mean, I had a really strong bond with this creature. I had actually had it given to me. It was about 3 years old when, a person that had it previous to me had to give it to me. They were moving, didn't have the accommodations to really house it any longer. So they gave me this iguana when it was about 3 years old. It had about 6 or 7 years, easily. And this thing got huge! This iguana, I would love to say, from the tip of its nose to the end of its tail, got an even 4 foot long. Like, this thing was amazing. One of the coolest things I've ever got to, like, be a part of his life. So, a lizard is definitely a cool creature if you ever want to get in on that. It's very easy to take care of in a sense. It's like keeping it warm, making sure it has food supply, and just making sure that it doesn't get like filthy, and you're good. It's so easy, and that's the easy part too. They're not filthy at all. They're very clean creatures. The skin, I guess, is like when they shed skin is like the hardest part to keep up with. Monitor lizard. Oh, like what? What's a monitor lizard? I don't even love a wolf, but since that's not possible, I don't know. You love a husky? Love their wolf-like appearance. Well, there are actual, like, some wolf are, you know, completely undomesticated, but there's some breeds of wolf that are out there that are like, I mean, they're like borderline husky in a sense of like their breed, but there's a lot of the wolf-esque breeds out there that you really can get a little bit more domesticated than, you know, you could back in like latter days of life. So that is still an option. You can actually have a wolf still. They're just, the only thing about a wolf, it's much like a lot of feral creatures out there. They have their limitations to where they're gonna draw the line. They can be domesticated, but they're only always gonna be so domesticated. It's a lot lesser than the fox example than I was like getting in on just a moment ago. The wolf is a much more aggressive, dominant thing, so constantly you'd have to have actual, express your real dominance. It's a thing it's actually hard for a lot of people to do in some instances, but it would actually be something you'd have to express constantly, is the constant dominance to a real wolf, to let it know that you're the alpha in that situation. It's just because that species works that way, though. That particular canine species. It's not impossible, though. That's the only thing I was gleaning in on there. Not that you implied it, but was just saying. But yeah, monitor lizard, what is that? That's something that I'm very curious about. Is that literally like a lizard breed? I'm not that acquainted with my reptiles, to be honest with you, so. Could be a thing, I would never know it. You know, one thing I always wish I could have, but I know it's like one of those things like unethical, and I know like it's not legal, a Komodo dragon. They look so fucking badass. But they can kill you very quickly. A hedgehog. They're actually illegal in my state. I had one when I was a kid. I didn't know they were illegal until I was an adult. I had one when I was younger. My grandmother accidentally killed it. Terrible fact of my lifetime. My grandmother, she didn't mean to. Hedgehogs actually require quite a bit of active heat is the best way to put it. They need to be not necessarily in a hot spot, but in a place where they have a very controlled temperature environment. So they often need a heating pad. Well, me and my brother were still in high school, and my grandmother was usually doing a lot with our hedgehog that she actually got for us. Well, she was trying to clean out its pen and actually unplugged its heating pad, but forgot to plug it back up while cleaning it. Well, or post cleaning it, I should say. And oh man, it was just a horrific thing. I felt pretty bad. It happened with a couple of pets growing up with my grandparents. Just like certain things that they were not used to, as far as the rules of certain pets. They did not grow up with exotic pets. They grew up with pets with short life expectations, and that were usually probably meant for food later on down the road. That was kind of like the thing with pets for them growing up. So it was a lot different for me and my grandparents as far as stuff like that goes. And I felt like that might have been a big deal with it. But yeah, a few of them, you know, if they had specific analogy to their lifestyle, and they didn't last very long. If me and my brother had to attend to like personal life capabilities such as school or anything extracurricular. It's kind of like a smaller Komodo dragon. Really? That sounds pretty cool. Hopefully it's non-venomous. Sounds badass though.
You brought this upon yourself.
5%. We're at 55%.
How it burns!
45%. We're getting there.
Tremble before true power!
The power. Fuck!
Flesh of my flesh! Show them their folly!
Quadruple fuck. I hate when he like toms that out when the slaps on that side and everything. It's so terrible.
Flesh of my flesh! Show them their folly!
Ah, man. I know this is a crucial time, but these healers are killing me right now. Well, not really. I'm fucking dead right now, but they're not rezzing anybody. We're not gonna ever have any higher DPS if nobody comes back alive. Thank you, Riz.
Beg not for mercy.
Not a single hill. Okay, okay, a little bit. %. We're gonna have to pick up the DPS just a little bit more.
You brought this upon yourself! You've nowhere to run!
%.
Impudent mortals! Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies!
Oh yeah, nowhere near close to it. Honestly, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm getting very tired, I'm getting very hungry. I can't do this anymore. It has not gone well. These people have so much more to worry about than one death in these battles. People with their priorities in these things. Are terrible. I will say that much. I'm gonna get out of here though. I'm just getting pretty tired, getting pretty hungry. Also, I haven't had the greatest luck with parties here. So, I'm kind of done for the night, to be honest with you. I'm just tired. I'm getting hungry. It's been a decent one. I had a few actual clears. And Rez, thanks for the help. I wish we could have had a little bit more help tonight. You were definitely a good help. You definitely were. But yeah, I'm just getting hungry and tired. I'm gonna get out of here. And honestly, I would have got aggravated if I would have been in that last party too much longer. There's just a few things that have to algorithm right within a fight, and we just didn't pair up too much. I mean, we were almost there. We were almost there. They have underdeveloped. Whoa, what? Underdeveloped venom glands. That's a cool thing. Very close to Komodo dragon. Underdeveloped venom glands. What? This sounds like a really cool creature. I'd actually like to research that a little bit more. But I'm gonna get out of here for the night. I'm actually gonna literally log out now. Pre-order Days Gone. Pre-order again, last minute. I know, it's just me. And tomorrow night we'll be doing Days Gone. I'll be on a little bit later than normal, but not that much more late. And hopefully I can see a lot of you there. I will be doing more Final Fantasy XIV, obviously, but we don't have anything coming up in the next few days, so, you know, I'm gonna, you know, kind of like give it a few. I'm not gonna be on tomorrow doing this. Gonna be just doing some Days Gone streaming tomorrow and Friday. Saturday, I may be back on doing 14, and then Sunday, I could be back. Well, Sunday for sure. But maybe Saturday, but we'll see. But until then, everybody, I'm gonna get out of here. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Riz, thank you for participating and getting out to as well. And Minato, thank you for trying. And everybody that got in here tonight, thank you so much for watching. It's been a great night and a great day as well. Thank you all so much for getting in here. Saeed, hopefully you have a great night. Minato, you as well. And Rez, also definitely have a great night, Rez. Thank you again so much. And Zombie, you have a fantastic night along with you as well. Steven. Chaz, glad to have you tonight. And anybody I may have missed along the way. Thank you so much for watching and have a great night. But I'm out of here. Take it easy, everyone. Have a great one. Till next time, though. I'm out, everybody. Take it easy. Have fun. I'm out of here.